Welcome back to my messy desk, where the projects don't end, but the desk space does. In the background, I've got the Champion, the G5, the original G5, dual processor, 1.8 gigahertz, running like a champion. Actually, it's kind of slow. It's got 4 gigs of RAM in it. I think it'll take 8. And it still does not browse the web very well. It's kind of weird. You can go into the activity monitor and it's not using hardly any RAM at all. I mean, these things came with 512, but whatever. Today we're going to look at something else. This is my vintage Thinkpad. Is it vintage yet? I don't know if it's quite vintage. It's old. It's retro, I guess. As far as I can tell... Okay, so first, this is a Thinkpad I series, and the I series... I'm pretty sure they were made by Acer. They're supposed to be the cheaper Thinkpad, or were the cheaper Thinkpad. And for whatever reason, they don't really put the model number on it. They give you the series number. I think this one's a 2611. Yeah, which... all that does is kind of narrow it down to like 2 different sets, the 2611 and the 2622 or something like that. And it doesn't really mean anything. It just means you have one or the other. I know the AC adapters for both is different, but whatever. On the outside of the machine, we got, the 2 nice Thinkpad. Despite this being a cheap model, it's still really well built. It's got this lovely thing that you can play CDs with without even turning the computer on, apparently. Unfortunately, the switch is kind of screwed on mine. It doesn't seem to really stay in there. It's only being held in by this plastic overlay, which sucks. On the side, we got the audio. It's old enough to have an actual volume knob. Ooh, baby. And a cool power switch. Push it forward like that. It's not a button, it's a switch. On the side we've got the nice slim 3.5-inch floppy and, of course, CD-ROM drive. This is new enough for that. In the PCMCIA slot I've got a little card bus, Ethernet adapter. I need to remember where I put the dongle for it. I think I know where it is. Yeah, I know where it is. Anyway, so we will do a cold boot. It's pretty good at booting. It is a computer after all. This one is nice. Unfortunately, it's a Celeron, which is kind of a bummer, I think. It's a 366 megahertz Celeron. Oh, I was talking about the weird model numbers that they don't tell you about. I'm pretty sure this is an i1452. And I only know that because you can go to thinkwiki.org and just go through every single model and try to find the one that fits your exact specifications. So I've got a 366 megahertz Celeron. I've got the lovely POS Neomagic Magic Media 256 video card, if you can even call it a video card. I don't even know if that has 2D acceleration. It's terrible. But I do have the full beans 14.1 inch TFT 1024 by 768. None of that 12-inch crap with like 2 inches of plastic on the sides. No 800 by 600. I got 1024 by 768. Came with 64 megs of RAM. I think I have 256 in it right now. It's got like a 5 gig hard drive or something like that. It doesn't really matter, blah blah blah. Actually, this might be getting emails. I might be wrong about the model number. I'm looking at the ThinkWiki right now, and it says DVD-ROM drive. I don't know that mine has a DVD-ROM drive. I think mine's just a CD-ROM drive. But, close enough, right? We'll turn it on. And I will move the lamp. Thinkpad. So some people might say, oh, well, this is an Acer. It's not a Thinkpad. It's a Thinkpad. It's good enough. Feels like a Thinkpad. Looks like a Thinkpad. It's got these weird circle things on the side. I don't know what those are for, other than to get in the way. Literally, they just stick out. Whatever. Come on. I don't remember it hanging at the screen for this long. Enter. Hello? Oh. I heard something. Well, remember that time I told you that it was really good at booting? I guess I lied. Well, there's the sound card, right? There we go. Once it's actually booting and loading things, it's not too bad. I don't know if I have the volume up or down. I don't know if we're going to get the startup sound. I don't hear it. Maybe I shut it off. Could have totally shut it off. Anyway, it's running Windows 98, the best operating system in the world. And it is running Windows 98 because it is the best operating system. No, because it's the best thing that runs on this. I had Windows 2000 on it, but that really limits the number of old games that you can play. Once you introduce the NT file system, it kind of screws things up for some of those old games. I don't remember how many, if I have that many on here. We've got Interstate 76, classic. Quake, classic. Sleep Manager, which is not a game. And A10, 2. One of my favorites. I'm going to open that one. Oh, of course it has to run in 256 color mode, so we'll just go ahead and continue anyway. And you have to put the CD in. Son of a... Hold on. Okay. This should be it. Silent Thunder A10 Tank Killer. Original copy, by the way. Original CDR. Okay. Come on. You know there's a disc in there now. There you go. I'm gonna zoom in. Oh, come on. Alright. It works. Kind of missed the splash screen there because I shut the camera off, but we'll fly one mission. And that one looks good. Sure. The only problem is I haven't played this in a long time. And I have no idea what the controls are. I think it's probably set up for mouse control. Mouse control to Major Tom.
Good morning, Haggard. Garrett here.
Of course my name's Haggard.
Phase of operation. Neutralize resistance at the airstrip designated on your mission map. We expect resistance to be light. Oh, and by the way, welcome to South America.
Oh, thanks. How do I... Oh, no, we're on keyboard. Keyboard. Here we go. Yeah. I thought I was going to have to, like, take off, which means I would have had to remember how to take the brakes off, how to turn both engines on, how to turn the flaps on, and, like, actually take off, and all that stuff. Anyway, this game's pretty sweet. It's actually 3D. It's not some weird rasterized, whatever, fake 3D that all those old games used to use. This is actual polygons. And I think... Whoa! Look out. Maybe I should just crash. That might be more fun. Maybe it's only the later games or something that you can actually click on stuff. I don't know. Hey, there's something down there that I'm supposed to shoot. Let's see if I can shoot it.
I'm downloading the...
Holy crap, I actually shot it.
Let's help them out.
And then I disappear over the mountains and burst into flames. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah. Good game, though. Really. Stop playing the game? Sure. So, the story of this computer is I bought it off eBay. It was one of those weird nondescript auctions. It said 2 laptops don't work for parts or whatever, and it was this and what did I do with it? I just had it out. Some old crap. Toshiba satellite, like a Pentium 4, which is the most boring laptop to ever own right now. Who wants a Pentium 4? It's like too fast to be fun, too slow to be fun. Pentium 4s was a great time period for computers, but it's just so boring. So boring. I really wish it was an older Pentium 3, because then I'd feel like I was actually playing games from the time period that would run on it. I suppose I could probably play slightly better things on it, but it also doesn't have a hard drive caddy and a power supply. This was untested, apparently. Let's see if I can zoom out here. It was untested, didn't come with a power supply, but let's see if this goes to sleep. I had one for this gateway that I also have, which is a Pentium 2, I believe, 233. Unfortunately, it just doesn't work at all. It's got the same crappy video card in it, though. But this Gateway 2000 Solo, I don't remember what the model is, 1500 or something. Power supply is the exact same rating and polarity as the original IBM power supply, so works great. I think we actually did go to sleep there. Let's see how. Nope. No, I just put the hard drive to sleep. As soon as you open it up, it's back. I did replace the little track point thingamajig. I'll show you. So this doesn't have a track pad or a touch pad, just has the track point. So I ordered a nice new, one of these newer style. Focus. I'll try it again. Come on. Never mind. The newer style IBM track point little nubs. The old ones are, they kind of feel like sandpaper, which is great when they're new, but after a few months of use they kind of wear down and they just feel disgusting. Like, you just know how many fingers have been on it and how gross that is. But these nice new ones are super rubberized and they're grippy and they work so much better. You have so much control. I really miss having a track point on my main laptops. I've got that Dell Vostro that we all know about. Really wish they would have thrown a track point on there. But I think you had to step it up and get a latitude in order to get that. But, oh well. It does have, this is pretty cool, the old school Windows 98 sticker. So it's before they even used, well, I mean, they used the colors, of course, the red, yellow, green, and blue. But the first sticker that they put on these was like this. Ooh, very cool. And like I said, it has a Celeron in it. I am considering upgrading it just for kicks to a Pentium 2 so that I can have, I'm trying to remember what the Celeron doesn't have. I don't think the Celeron has an L2 cache, but I think they're kind of the same. Something like that. I don't know, it'd make me feel better to have a Pentium 2 in there, because that's how I self-affirm myself. Self-affirmation through computer upgrades for computers almost as old as I am. I thought that this was a computer that did not have soft power, whatever they call it. So on those old computers that have a mechanical power switch, you would shut it down and then it would say, "It is now safe to shut off your computer." Fortunately, this is not one of those, although I thought it was. I've got a Toshiba satellite, another Toshiba satellite, a Pentium, regular Pentium Toshiba satellite, that does not have soft power. So now it's off. It's off. And I guess that's about it for now. I don't know what else to say. It's a fun computer. Battery kind of works, sort of. Getting emails again, more emails. Let's see, the battery's got this cool, you gotta unlatch it there and then pop this out like that. I think it was actually a lithium. Yep, lithium ion. Seems kind of weird for that time period. Only maybe a few years earlier. Maybe ThinkPads were different. All the other old Pentium laptops that I have are definitely NiCad or nickel metal hydride. Oh, and it's got these feet for whatever reason, because of course you need to tilt your laptop. I just can't type on a flat thing. I gotta tilt it up for myself. It does look kind of cool like that, though, I'll admit. But anyway, that's all I got for right now. So thanks for watching. Pacha.